Hi guys. I'm in the office preparing to work. Before I start working, I thought of sharing this video to all of you where I talk about what is important for preparing for a speech or a training. I'll just share this to my private page and off we go. I'm very happy because we got the confirmation from a major client that they're doing impact speaking, business writing, and conflict management with us this entire November. What made me particularly excited is because this client is actually a government agency. This is not a corporate organization, but a government agency investing on training their people to be effective in communicating in person and online, retooling their people in writing, particularly business writing, and finally giving them a training on stress management and conflict management, which makes me very happy because I believe it is important for us to bring the quality of trainings that we're doing in the private sector over to government, and it's happening here. I'm going to do it for the Environmental Management Bureau of Region 11. So for the next 2 weeks, I will be busy doing those trainings for them. So, what am I going to do today? I'm going to finalize the manuals for them so that we could have them printed tomorrow and the next day, maybe until Saturday, ready for the first run on Tuesday next week. So, what do I believe are five very important things you should do, or we should all do, myself included, to prepare effectively for a speech or a training? The first one, I believe this is important, whether you are an experienced communicator or a newbie. What is important is give yourself sufficient time. That's the first one. If you want to do well in your speech, you need to give yourself sufficient time because excellence requires time. Because excellence requires for you to think of the content, the delivery aids, the manuals, the presentation aids. It will also require for you to give some time to think about how you will deliver it. So what is important is to give yourself sufficient time. What I observe in many communicators is this: as they progress through their career as speakers, they slacken and they wing it. They rely on effective techniques to somehow create impact within their speech, but they don't really give the same amount of commitment to preparation as they used to. So the first one is give yourself sufficient time. The next one that I find very effective is read first or research first before writing an outline. Many people write an outline first and then they research. I believe what is important is in doing effective preparation is you fill your head with ideas first. That way you know what kind of outline is best for that given audience. Yun yung napakahalaga. Na magbasa ka muna before you truncate it, before you limit it. Expand it first before you limit it. Hindi yung in-outline mo na, tapos lalamanan mo na lang yung outline mo. I believe that's going to limit the quality of your speech. So give yourself time. And number 2, research first, read a lot, and then outline. Number 3 that I believe is important is to really capture the context accurately. Yung quality ng iyong preparation will depend on how well you understand your client, because you will be appreciated if you hit the target. Meaning, if you provide what they need, if you provide what they want, if you provide examples that connect with them. And so what is important there is you capture your context well, the context of the community, the context of your client. So that's why it's absolutely important for you to do an interview with your client and understand all their needs, all their desires, their training context, ano nang mga nagawa na training nila, ano nang narinig nila. If it's a speech you're about to do, who's speaking before you, who's speaking after you, who were their guests in the past, who were the speakers they had in similar events in recent memory. So understanding those things allow you to give something new and to accurately position your speech to connect with them. So again, number 1, give yourself sufficient time. Number 2, research first before you write your outline. Number 3, capture the context accurately. Number 4 is spend time thinking of your delivery rather than beautifying your PowerPoint. Marami sa atin, ang iniisip is the presentation at hindi yung actual delivery. Maraming nag-iisip nung PowerPoint instead of thinking how they will say things. What is more important is how you deliver things rather than what's on the screen. Because if what is more important is the screen, pinadala mo na lang sana yung PowerPoint at binasa na lang nila. 'Di ba? The reason why they want you to speak or they want you to do the training is because they want to hear you and how you deliver. So spend time thinking of your delivery rather than beautifying your PowerPoint. If you find yourself na napakarami mong time nandun ka sa PowerPoint and hindi mo na inisip, okay, paano ko siya bubuksan? Ano yung tono ko? Ano yung examples ko dito? Anong ganito? Iisipin mo yung detalye na yon. And then you do your PowerPoint after that. Kasi after you think of your delivery, that's when you can determine how much slides should go in or how many slides should go into your PowerPoint. Kailangan pa ba to? Hindi na ba kailangan to? And number 5, lastly, in order to prepare well, is this. Prepare your heart, mind, and body. Be in good physical, mental, and emotional state. Kasi kung okay ka, masaya ka, it will radiate towards your audience. It will excite them also. So ito po yung 5 bagay that I do to prepare for a speech, to prepare for a training. And I hope you appreciate that. As I go into my outlining for the training events that we will be doing for DNR Region 11 Environmental Management Bureau starting Tuesday next week all the way until second week of November. So it's going to be a busy November for us. That's just one client. There are others, and we're really managing time, making sure that we have sufficient rest, sufficient time to prepare. And so in order to be ready for Tuesday next week, I want to finish everything today and tomorrow morning. We'll send this over to the printer or to whoever will do the layout by tomorrow afternoon, and hopefully by Saturday morning everything will be ready. Should be able to send it out to the client, and Kuya Michael Lu will help me with that stage. So thanks very much for dropping by, Joash and Kuya Mel Chan. Those are my tips on how you could prepare well for your speech or the training that you are scheduled to do. God bless. See you soon.